getting your black belt, which connects to your black belt kicking. Still come back down in preparation. You get to next level when you do get your black belt, but you still got to train them kicks. Lest they start getting rusty, and then you got to polish them up. So it's good to been at both places where you got through the basics training and then it started getting better and then fell off and you need to get back on, or kick smarter, not harder, kick smarter, not harder, and be more strategic with your kicking as you get older. So today, gonna go through some beginner kicks and showing you how to prepare. You wanna make sure you warm up your body. You wanna make sure you know how to breathe. So give you a couple of things that can help those who wanna learn how to kick better. You wanna warm up your body. That's why I'm power walking now. I'm actually might be doing it. Let me do it over here today. So I'm warming up the legs, like we at Jenny Craig's. I'm warming up the legs. For those who don't know what Jenny Craig's is, it used to be a gym, and I'm enjoying the air, which is also means that instead of telling myself how cold it is, I need to put more stuff on and all that. No. Sometimes we also do the Wim Hof method and doing our kicks and other training techniques too in the cold. So look out for you doing it. Me, for those who want to take their kicking to the next level, yes, you could do it in cold weather, cold water. Now we're talking about kicking in water, which is a kind of like a aerobic underwater training, aquatics. So it's all good because water is a stimulant too for the muscles. Thank y'all for coming in. So today I'm going to show you once again, move your butt, power walking, jogging, jumping jacks, and then you stretch. So once again today we're going to go over a couple of those techniques for those who want to master the basic kicking routines. It's not that hard. Even once again, if you are a black belt or you're trying to get to the black belt and you fell off to get your kicks back, you just got to go back to stage one. Humble, put the work back in. At least you know how to execute. And your muscles, you got that muscle memory that will actually work in your favor. You know what I'm saying? Peace. What's up, y'all? I see you. So I'm over here today. I'm going to show you some different things that you could do. Using stuff around you to put your leg on. You know what I'm saying? To stretch. It don't have to be that tall. You know what I'm saying? If you want to put it on the bench like here or behind that way. Or if you really want to go up a notch, when you get really good, you put it up here. So I'm going to be showing you about that. Use what's in your hand. You don't always have to purchase no equipment. You just got to know how to use the equipment that God gave you. You can use the whole park as a way, even these right here, to train your kicks. You can even start using these to train your hands, to train your kicks. You know what I'm saying? You got the trees over there. You got a track behind there. You got grass in your neighborhood. You already know, protect those knees. Okay, as you get older. Okay, yeah, of course. I practice Taekwondo too. Yeah, I know what's Taekwondo. Ich ni son chi. Oh, that's the Japanese. Excuse me. Hana, do, set, net, dasu, yasu, ego, yudo, ho, yo. Of course, Taekwondo. Come on. You better know about that Taekwondo. All right, y'all. So let's get started. First thing I'm gonna do, warm up the legs with a little Taekwondo moves. And get it. Let's get it. So once again, we want to move the body before you stretch it. I want to do some arm circles like they do in Taekwondo. I want to do my pivoting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to do my. We call it in gym, we call it a cross country. like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then we're gonna stretch down in the back flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. Grab that leg. Once again, dynamic warm up first, and then you go to the relaxed stretches. Dynamic first, stretching, then you go to the front stance. You know, do those 1, 2, 3. Back leg is straight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Switch. 15 to 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You can also do some stuff like this. It's also helpful. Get them legs up, chambers up. You know what I'm saying? Warming them up for a warm up or for the workout. Make sure you utilize the breath and also plyometrics. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2. Okay, y'all. So we're about to go with the flow, and you could add some other stretches in there as well. But for the most part, is movement. Then do the relaxed stretch where you holding it. You know what I'm saying? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's get into the kicks. So the kicks that we're doing today. Once again, basic kicking. When you get advanced, then you might start doing the advanced kicking. You might get to a point where you're not doing as many jump kicks when you get advanced, especially if you're still coming back and you ain't been did it in a minute. You didn't gain weight, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta go back to basics. So today, that's what I'm gonna be showing you how to do. I think I'm gonna kick, and I'm gonna show you some more relaxed stretches on this one here. Be easy to see. So I'm over here seeing what's in my hand and ready to expand. So basic kicking, you can get something to kick over it. Basic operation is you want your feet shoulder distance apart, your hands up, and you want to lift up, out, and down. That's the basic mechanics of the kick. Up, out, and down. Up, out, and down. Okay? Switch to the other side. Once again, comes up, out, and down. Up, out, and down. Up, out, and down. Same thing with the side kick. You can have something here like a chair and just up, out, and down. Up, out, and down. Up, out. Same thing. And just take it out. Make sure you hit both sides. Now some people do the chamber like this. Some people do the chamber like this, like I used to do, 45 degrees. So I made some adjustments over the years too. But when I was teaching aerobics and teaching Tabo, then I had to kind of like switch it up. And with knowledge, you don't come more understanding. So there's a few different approaches that I use. So I'm gonna show you a few roundhouse kick variations, okay? Are you for sale? Oh, if you want to do some training on Zoom, sure. We could do some training. I could train you. Okay, so listen, here go a few ways to approach the front kick. You can play around with it. You can come from here from a neutral position. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1. Just get it up and put it out. And just because I went a little faster, the momentum, your kick will go up higher. Remember, you're hitting with the ball of your foot. You can hit, some people hit flat, but when I'm doing this, I'm pointing the foot like this, and I'm hitting with the ball of the foot. So I'm kind of like going my foot forward, pointing it back so I can hit with the ball of the foot. Okay? You could add some squats to it if you want. Boom. 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 You know what I'm saying? You can come in the stance, you can come up, boom, hit the, you know, hit it that way. You know what I'm saying? Also like you're doing your lunge. Like you're doing your lunge. Front kick. Okay? Front kick. You could even do it on the floor. You could even do it on the floor. For those who want to start, you could even do it on the floor. I'm going to show you how you could do it on the floor, right? And do a lay down kicks. Like we do in Sniper Fighter. You can sit down. You can start right here. The foot up, boom. Keep that heel off the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And do the other side, same thing. Hold it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You could even do a laying down. Like I showed y'all on the back. Just keep your feet underneath you, back nice and straight, and you can bring it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you switch to the other side, same thing. Keep your body straight, back straight, feet underneath you, and you bring it up. Boom. Do it this way too. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's fine. So you got several ways you could do that front kick. So I gave you some front kick variations. You could even start kicking on something. You got to kick on something. Yes, you can hit the air, but you got to hit something. All right, I'm going to show you some more variations of the roundhouse kick. And once again, for the basic kicks, I would advise that you just work on 4. Some people like to do more, but I would just say suggest to work on 4. Which is that 4? Front, side, hook, and roundhouse. Let me show you how to do some of that right now, so you know what I'm talking about. Just like in boxing, jab, cross, hook, uppercut. So I suggest you to do the same if you're working on basic kicking. Front, side, hook, roundhouse. And let me demonstrate some of that right now. All right. So, what are those kicks? Well, you get in your spot. You want to keep your shoulder distance apart. And what you want to do? You want to do that first kick from the lead leg. Yes, you could do it from the rear, but I do it from both. Okay? If you're beginning with your kicks, you can start with the rear leg first, like they do in karate. And you could just say, boom, right? And kick over it. You know what I mean? What's the other one? Side kick. Side kick. Side kick. Side kick. Other one, hook kick. Hook kick. Hook kick. Hook kick. What's the other one? Front, side, hook, roundhouse kick. Ah! Alright? And switch sides. And do the same on this one. Front kick. Front. All right? Side kick. For those who don't have that much balance, you can put it in the front, then come back for more balance if your balance is shaky. Let me show you. Stop, bring it back. Stop, bring it back. Control the balance. Bring it back. You got your hook kick. Make sure you point the foot. Point the foot. Point the foot. Roundhouse. Put it down. Come back. All right. So, just want to check the comments. A few different kicks that you can work on. Front side hook and roundhouse. All of them you could do lying down, and I'll show you if you ask me. All from a lying position. It helps you, so once you get up, now you got to deal with balance. When you're lying down on the floor, you're just dealing with endurance of the muscle, strengthening the muscle, you know what I mean? Which also connects to mobility training. Dealing with tight muscles if you haven't did it in a while, and also weak muscles. So, once again, make sure it's fun. Put a little music on for energy, and get busy. Front side hook roundhouse. And then you might want to also have another fun factor for those who are in really great shape and got knowledge already. Start practicing it in combinations. You know what I mean? Combinations, double roundhouse, hook roundhouse, side hook roundhouse. I'm gonna show you a few. And just enjoy the journey. All right, I see you. Thank you for your comments. Yes, it does. It's always about progression. Yes, it does. I'm not gonna say it doesn't. But you know, I still got some good flexibility, if you can see. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you. Yeah, definitely need work. That's why I'm here, getting in better shape. I might hit this track a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta work. Just like the beginners gotta work. If you haven't did it in a while, you gotta work too. So, hey, that's what it is. You know, like I said, I put it down for a little bit. And just to be honest with you, if you don't work it, it ain't gonna work. I mean, between me and you, I'd rather do self-defense kicks anyway at this age now, 48 years young. But for the most part, the other side of me is saying, let's kick high, it looks fly, you know what I mean? the high flying kicks, they look really good. And I used to do a lot of demos with it. So that part of me is like, yes, we love to entertain. You know, like a person is in hip hop or, you know, they love entertaining people. It feels good, you know, when you're flying and flipping. Even though right now, you know, like I said, I'm getting my knee stronger. I got my knee brace on now, and my knees have been getting stronger. So, but sometimes I have to tell myself, stop all that jumping and keep it basic, because my main objective is self-defense kicks. The other ones is pretty good for entertainment, you know, don't get me wrong. I like kicking people in the face, but for the most part, train smarter. You know what I mean? So, kicks. Little known secrets to the kicks is make sure you put your waist into it. Same thing with the punches. I just seen a picture from a very great friend, you know, student and teacher, and I noticed that when he was doing his punches, as I was telling y'all the other day, he had a very good approach, just like I had it, very similar to what he's doing, but I learned how to put more weight into it. Same thing with your kicks. You need the power. The power is coming from your legs. It's also coming from the waist. Okay? So let me just show you a quick example of that. When you're doing your kicks, when you're doing your punching, same thing as well. You know, I used to come like this and generate power. I could generate power from that short reaction or that, you know what I mean? I could generate power, but am I generating more than enough power? How can I generate more than enough power? I have to take it from here and I have to go here. here, here, here. See the difference? So instead of doing this, no, I just went here. And just by shifting now, I could even take up more space. And I'm getting the full length of that movement. In Taekwondo, they also do something like this. Oh, that's you? That's you, right? This is cool, but is it giving me this? You know, I like that from Taekwondo, but is it giving me maximum, you know, leverage? So I can really get that punch in there where the power is generated more effectively. Yeah, we could generate power from there, and it doesn't take a whole lot of power to knock somebody down. But for the most part, you want to get enough out. So I learned to turn more on my waist, you know? Yeah. And then while you practicing, you won't forget it because you already developed something that works, okay? Same thing for the kicks. I like practicing the roundhouse kicks this way. 4 kicks going forward, just like we talked about the 4 kicks that you do just like the 4 punches. 4 kicks, switch. Get here, switch. Okay, so what you want to do is once you get here, whatever's leg is in back of you, boom, here. Have a little fun. You might want to go into some spinning back kicks. You might want to go into some other kick combinations. Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity to enjoy your training versus, oh, I just got to do one combination. No, enjoy the combinations. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, because when you fight, you're going to just do one combination or you're going to do many. Yeah, you're going to do plenty. Spin kicks, hook roundhouse, roundhouse hook, double roundhouse hook, outside crescent, inside crescent. You got all these different other kicks. Axe kick, coming straight down. So the whole idea now is have fun. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're sparring, you got more weapons. You got more different things. He thought you was gonna do this. You spent off of that, went into a jump kick. You know, so practice your basics and then you'll be able to do more combinations. You'll be able to have more fun situations, enjoy the journey. Have you sparring with this? Because I do tell people, yeah, you have to put it in sparring because if you don't practice on the bag or pads or on somebody, when you come down to kick it and you haven't been doing it, you might fall to the ground because your body is not used to, boom, hitting something. And it's like, what's that? And some people, like myself, fell on the ground. So you have to get used to hitting somebody with it. So now if you hit something, you hit somebody, now when you gotta use it, your body's like, oh yeah, let's go. Let it flow. I like that feeling. Be like Jane Brown. I got the feeling. Bit. You know what I'm saying? So listen, sparring is one of the best exercises that we love coming up. All the young men, we love the sparring. Out of all the other exercises, you know, even a very painful one, sparring was the best. Some people, when I went to the gym, they was afraid of getting hit. Oh, no. I said, you're only touching their shoulders. I made it easy for you. Light tap to the shoulders. And they didn't want to do that. But I understand the fear factor, you know, that people don't want to get hit. Sometimes you get hit by mistake. Oh, I'm sorry, I got your face. But when you understand, it's good experience. Next time, the other person got to work on their self-control, but you also got to work on your blocking. Because if you block effectively, then you get hit less. So it's a test for both for both students, you know. So me see what else comments y'all got going on. So listen, practice your kicks. Once again, you got just like the 4 strikes in boxing. I tell people keep it simple: front, side, hook, roundhouse. You know. Oh, what never happened? You never got What never happened? You never got hit, Paul, or you was talking to somebody else? Oh yeah, it look like y'all talking to each other. Are you from America? Oh yeah, definitely America. And you still ground that heel. Yeah, well, you know what? I see a lot of different approaches to it. Like I also was studying some kung fu, so the whole idea is I like the I like what worked for me. So like I'm gonna be going back over a lot of my kung fu sets. I'm still doing from some styles, but then some other styles that I learned I haven't really been going over that. So I know how to include it into the workout now, you know, because I did a little 52. I did the boxing, I did the MMA, Panatukan, Army combatives, and you know, I've been playing around with a few styles, but for the most part is they footwork sometimes differs. You know, it differs, just like when some people doing a spinning back kick. I've seen about 3 to 4 different approaches to just doing a spin kick. And I think they're all phenomenal. And it just tells me that I have different approaches, and I find out which 2 works the best for me. You know, I even had a student that came in on Saturday, and his whole approach was different. And I said, wow, that's pretty cool. You know, I said, I do it this way, but you use your back leg. And I said, pretty awesome. I said, cool. You know, and I can't take that away because he has a nice kick. I've also seen some other people sometimes use the line. Sometimes their body is not show the distance apart, but they might keep a straight line method. So, and you got the pros and cons, you know, that you got to, you know, figure out what's better, what's better for self-defense, what's better for me, you know, due to my weight, my age, you know, whatever, my goals. So it's a pretty awesome thing when you know you got options. I see why then I will try to retract my former statement. In any martial arts, what's the most important? That is an awesome question. What is the most important part of martial arts? Or if you ask me, self-defense training. Well, if you used to ask me 20,000 years ago, I would have said, we practice martial arts so that we could know how to destroy somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or my philosophical self would have probably said, to become a better person. You know, oh, we practice martial arts to become a better person. You know, so that we can serve and we could love better. You know, because that's also one of the tenets, you know, that I carry. You know, we walk around. We got to be loving people. We got to use the golden rule, treat others as we want to be treated, with respect and honor, you know, and not doing the opposite. So if you ask me the most important part, I would say today now is the mindset. Yeah, you can do the calisthenics, but if you don't do the mental calisthenics, getting rid of fear, getting rid of negativity, and you carrying that in your heart, when it comes down to the fight, even fear, sometimes you won't be able to express yourself the best because you got that fear there. You know, now there's a difference between fear and caution. So I would say the most important part of any self-defense system, and I'm not talking about sports, getting rid of fear and negativity. Getting rid of fear and any stinking thinking so that you could be able to manifest more, whether it's just for self-defense, for us making more money, for your business. You know what I mean? Staying healthy, getting more muscle, you know, the mindset, the heart, you know? That's the most important part. And I'm not saying that you won't be able to take somebody down, but that comes after. That's the easy part, you know? The most important part should start with mine, from my research and study. So thank you for the question. And any martial, I read that one already. I see then, which I didn't know. Cool. Yeah, Michael John White does that. He just got another belt in that. And then there's very much more stiff. Okay. That's why you got to work on your flexibility and your mobility. You might even have to make adjustments in your training to keep that flexibility. And consistency is the key. I did martial art 20. My best pickup from it is to respect. Yes. Yeah, that respect go a long way. Listen, that's all I be trying to say. Because like when people was telling me about, what's the guy named from Aikido that said that Michael Jai was talking about? He said, yo, his character stinks. Keto Steven Seagal. And I looked at him recently in a different view. I said I can't judge him, but for the most part, yeah, the character. Because then people start talking about it if they see it out of line, you know. So yeah, that respect goes a long way. That's why we say use it in the dojo and outside the dojo. Use it when you go to school, when you go to work, not just when you come here to the dojo and you disrespect the teacher, and when you go outside, you doing something else. You know what I mean? Yeah, that respect goes a long way. Hey, what's up? What's up? Oh, we good today, man. We just was talking about some basic kicks, and for those who also want to be able to get that black belt, or want to keep their black belt, then they gotta practice. We all get some bad habits sometime, especially some as they get older and they're not as passionate about the martial arts as they used to be. All their goals have changed. But for the most part, we can't be gaining weight and go in the hospital. No, the only way we could turn that around is still practice. Just practice safer. When you're 48 years young like me, you're probably not doing as many jump kicks, but it don't mean that you still can't go over your front side hook, roundhouse, your self-defense kicks, and doing it smarter, making sure you get your flexibility training, knowing how to also protect your muscles by working on your bigger muscles so that, I forgot the name of that, but basically so you can avoid injury. And also working on mobility for tight muscles, weak muscles. Some people was in accidents, they didn't get rehabilitation. Oh, my leg still hurt. I had this accident 15 years ago, It's never been the same. Well, did you get rehabilitation, brother? Nah. Well, what you waiting for? You know what I'm saying? Call Master Tyrone, That's my name, by the way. Martial arts, they also call me Master TYE, so. It is what it is. We got to keep self in shape. Your performance level is better. And it's not about just training harder. Respect to that brother who said he was doing a Kaio Kushu. Let me make sure I pronounce it right. I like the English words. Kokushushin. It looks funny when I say it. I hear it all the time, but now me saying it, it's a little challenging. But yeah. I met Michael Jai White personally. You know that, right? Yeah, when I first started on this journey, I asked him to. I'm gonna go do a recap over the kicks. I asked him. I said, "Yo, let's team up. I got this idea. I want to go. I'm taking, my gym and my martial arts to the social media. And he said he was working on some gigs at the time. So I said, "Hey, it's all right." I said, "Yo, it's all right. We still in the same federation, I work with his teacher sometime doing demos, so it's a blessing regardless. I help his teacher sometime with the filming and stuff, and it's a blessed thing. Sometimes we do demos together. I was supposed to go over there Saturday and I forgot, but hey, I'm getting something out of it. I got something out of it, I got to get their book because they're in a book called Deadliest Warrior, I think. So I got to go down and get the magazine. But anyway, y'all, we was going over to the front side hook roundhouse, a few basic ideas with the waist, and also making sure bring your weight down, and keep training, staying in shape. If you have had a sensei when I was a kid, dude, I know some people had to learn that way before I got one. I was 13 when I first got mine. What was it? Yep, 13. My father showed me a few boxing techniques, but when I finally got into class, forget the Bruce Lee movies and all that. You know what I'm saying? I call it observational learning. When I got in my first class, I even got to a point, I cut my hair off like a Shaolin monk. You know what I mean? And I said, oh, it's time now. I got a sensei, so I know how it is, definitely. So we was going over the the front side hook and roundhouse, you know, which you also connect to training your legs, stretching your legs. I'll show you a couple stretches also with these kicks, because a good kick is also connected to the calisthenics that you do for the leg strength, you know, as well as the flexibility and mobility training. So we was learning about the front kick, and I'm gonna just give you some other options. You know, you could do the front kick. Some people switch legs. You know what I'm saying? Some people jump into it. I'm just stepping for now. Kick. You know, some people also work on a chamber. You gotta work on your chamber, especially if you close quarters and you can't stick the kick out. Boom, boom. Gotta grab them. Boom. You know, hit them to the body, hit them to the face. So you're gonna work on your chamber. Gonna work on your chamber, even if it's just here in a neutral position, and you're just working on getting the legs up. Okay, connected to that is also the flexibility for the front kick. You got your relaxed stretching, you got your dynamic stretching. I like to do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. You could also have fun with the kicks while you're stepping up. So you might be here, you know, and you might be stepping up, stepping up, stepping up, stepping up. Take that back leg, excuse me, whatever leg you stop with, the back leg, you turn, you go back. Okay, switch. You could add combinations, you know what I'm saying? Have fun, add combinations once you get the basics. Front, side, hook, roundhouse. Aside from that, relaxed stretches. I like to put my legs on something like this. I like to put my legs on something. So for me, I might see something right here. Okay, let me see if I get my leg up. Boom. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I want to go higher, I could do that to my face. Or you might here want to go over for the side kick. Put your leg on something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. You could also hold on to something. Put the foot up like this in an angle. The same way it's going to be when you're kicking somebody with the roundhouse kick. Hold that back leg. Make sure that this leg is pointing this way, and you're looking towards the person you're going to kick. You hold the leg up. And make sure you do the other side. I'm going to do it this way. Turn the foot this way. If you need to, you can hold on to something as well. Get the leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? You could also do the lay down kicks. I talked about the lay down kicks. Lay down. And you just, and don't put the foot down. Boom. 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 Okay? Both sides. And you're doing about maybe 15 to 20 reps. Your minimum should actually be 25, but if your muscles is that tight and you haven't worked out in years, start with them 10s and them 15s. All right? Also the lay down kicks. I can't really see myself, so I guess I'm gonna skip the lay down kicks. But basically you lay down. You could even do kicks on your hands and your knees, as I was trying to show on Sunday. So there's no excuses. You could even do it in a chair. I do chair workouts. Woo, 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 woo. It's no excuses. Now, let me tell you something that I do personally that some people do not teach how to do. Let's talk about this. Make sure that you get some stimulation from your visualization, you know? And I've used it plenty of times. I don't have no problem with doing it. And I'm always seeking better ways to do it. So me, personally, I don't have no problem with doing it. Because for the most part, if it's going to help prepare my kicks like a warm-up, then I don't have no problem with doing it. Now, I'm not saying that I'm open to learn more about whether I'm going to do it a whole lot or even stop doing it, to be honest with you. But for the most part, all my years that I've been doing it, I don't have no problem with doing it. It helped me a lot. Also, make sure that you master the breathing techniques. So for me, expand the belly, hold it for 3 seconds, let it go. Inhale, the belly expands, hold it. 3, 2, 1, let it go. Do that 3 times. Don't forget, we also talked about the power of the cold weather, which also connects to the cold showers or training underwater. The military uses this a lot too, because water is still resistance. If you get in the cold, it's still some form of pressure to the muscles. You got to take that. It also takes a certain mindset to say, I'm going to take this coat off and I'm going to just keep the sweater on. Or I'm going to take everything off. And it's 15 degrees, 20 degrees out here, and I'm taking everything off like a warrior. It's a different mindset. Just like when you see some of the movies, No Retreat, No Surrender, and the guys was running in snow, no shirt on. No shirt on, and hopefully they had some shoes on. Because we learned about the military training, you know, you got to keep your feet warm, you know? So, hey, us. He said, yeah, I know about that. So listen, I'm going to be putting together some tutorials. I asked a question. A lot of y'all responded. So look forward to more about the history and also the tutorials. I got the software. Thank God. Got favor. Got the software. You know, got the money for the software. More money coming in for me and you, whatever you got to do and pursue. You know, and we walk by faith, not by what's in our bank account. No, walk by faith. God gonna bring more in. Use what's in your hands. You're gonna get more. Okay? So you know I like teaching about the mindset. For some reason I started to get passionate about that. And I started to see that's one of the most important parts. That's why my brother was talking about the respect over here. Shout out to that warrior who was talking about the respect. Also, the warrior mindset, mental fortitude. If you watch some people like David Goggins, you kind of get an understanding of what we're talking about. Whether you're a believer or you know about military training and mindset, it all connects together, okay? Appreciate you guys coming on. How would you display a block kata? Several ways. Now, before I show you some of it, I threw away I was going through a challenge and I threw away all my forms. I had about 33 forms on paper that I got from, it might have been more, from one of my Taekwondo instructors, and I threw them all out. I didn't think I would be needed them. But I had my own forms from my other system, and I focused a lot more on that system to do what I had to do. But when I realized that I went over the forms with him, but I needed to be able to memorize them. And for some reason, some still stood in my movements. You know what I'm saying? When I do my inner workout, I don't show that to everybody, but I do have an inner workout where my memory remembers. And I learned how to tap into that, you know, and some people never taught us how to do that. So I know it's a way to tap into it even without the papers. And I'll be sharing that with some of you guys who had training and you might have not known how to turn the memory back on, because you never forget information. Let me tell you that. You never forget information. A lot of times we wasn't just taught how to access it back. So let me show you one way that I express the block form. I remember the block form is also the circle when you study metaphysics. So even if I'm using a circular method, it's still a square when you study mathematics. Okay? yeah, it's still in me, you know, that Taekwondo flow is in me. And then you know what, it's gonna sound kind of strange, but my one of my Taekwondo instructors passed, you know, and it's almost like sometimes I feel like he's still showing me stuff in the spirit. You know what I mean? And it's a powerful thing, you know? It's almost like, yo, even when I visualized about the times we had over here at the dojo, as information come back to me. And that's just what I'm trying to tell y'all. You know, you remembering those times when you trained and you felt better and you felt good, you got to get that consciousness. When you get that consciousness of whatever you desire more, this is how you get more. Just when I start to meditate on, yo, we was over there, we was hitting this, we was kicking like this, the information come back. And I didn't even show y'all today with the lead leg. But here we go to block form, because I know I'm talking too much. For the block form, I normally approach it like this. The same way they taught me when I first started. Instead of taking a big stance, I take a small stance. Step. 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 Small step. Everything else is that's just one of the basic steps that he gave us, was take one small step, not a long step, not a long stance step, which also is called the front stance in karate. No, we just went one simple step, so we know which direction. I call it the cross now, so that you know which way you're going. Everything else from there is easy. Okay, throw a punch here, throw a low block here, or whatever. Throw a, you know, and then when you go to the advanced forms, you're doing stuff like, you know, the other blocks and stuff like that. But for the most part, from karate to taekwondo, most of the forms are very similar. You're going to the left, throwing the block, kick, punch. In my other system that I did, we do also very similar patterns. And sometimes we might be moving in a circle, left, right, and then we might be moving various different ways. So with that particular system, it's just a little different. Let me show you. It's a little different, but pretty much, remember, you still got to remember, it's still a cipher. Even if you go in different, a circle pattern, or you're doing a straight pattern, which they teach also with the basic footwork in martial arts. Then you also got to take that shuffle in a circle versus just go forward and back or left and right. You got to make that circle too, in case they trying to do certain stuff. You know, and we seen that when Kimbo was fighting Houston Alexander. And every time Kimbo went to punch him, he's a street fighter, Houston Alexander make a circle around him. And Kimbo couldn't get to him. Why? Because he knew how to take that basic a step forward, step back, shuffle to the front or shuffle back, and take it in a circular fashion. So let's go over another way that I do the square pattern. So basically, sometimes we're moving forward. We might go into it, come out, spin off of it, do certain things like you're doing your spinning back kick. So in that particular system, which is actually my first system, it's a lot in me because I did it more times than any other trainings I did. So sometimes I could do that. But even when you're doing the Tai Chi forms, you still see it in there too when you're doing the slow forms. You know, you're going left, you're going right. All of this come from Shaolin Kung Fu, you know? Even though you see it and it look like old people exercise, elderly people exercise, the blocks are still there, the strikes are still there, the kicks are still there, and you just got to know how to apply it, you know? So I just say that to say, you know, something is better than nothing, and you got to keep your skills sharp, you know? Yeah, just like what you was telling me earlier about the kicks, you know? The more you do it, the more now the flavor come back, the rust come off, you know? And I also was on the grass, so that made it a little bit unbalanced for me too. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real, yeah. You got to keep it sharp. If you don't keep your cardio up, what happens? You get into a situation, and some people be having advertisement, oh yeah, beat somebody up without doing cardio. You don't have no muscle, you got a big fat belly, and you want to know how to, you know what I mean? No, you got to stay in shape. You know, because you might have somebody who know how to take a beating. Then what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? You got to keep your butt in shape. I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm talking to myself. I got to keep my butt in shape. That's why I get up in the morning, knock it out. When I was competing, that was my mindset. Get your butt up. Let's go. Mike Tyson got up at 4. You getting up at 5, 6? Let's go. Get to that park. You know what I'm saying? I had to call my man for a little more energy. Shout out to my man Michael. My man Michael was a pull up genius. He was a pull up genius, and we would hit the joint on a don't walk sign, you know, the crossing joint, and we would just get up there, hit them pull ups. Let's go. I was like, yo, man, this is tough. And we didn't do a lot of pull ups inside. We had a lot of extreme training, but we didn't focus on a lot of pull ups. We had different ways of expressing this, but for the most part, it was fun to me. Then some years later, I got with bartenders. You know, shout out to my bartenders, bodyweight training fam, and they showed me, and I was just in the process of formulating my movement system. So I said, yo, I got to get this because I already do this in a park. Like, you know, this should be a walk in the park. It looked fun, and I always like to have the fun factor with my workouts. So I went over there, learned a lot of things from them, and in the process, you know, like I said, develop my own stuff so I can keep my butt in shape and help some other people going through stuff where they might need to hold it down and, hey, yo, Ty, I need to stay in shape. You know, in case I got to get somebody off my back. You got some moves for me? Yeah, I got some for you. You know, and you encouraging me now, you know, so it's a blessing when you give to somebody and they also encouraging you because you want to give them the best. Like Kevin Hart, he said, yo, I'm over here giving comedy, but I'm out of shape. And he said, wow, I could actually do it better. So then he started getting this addiction and working out. And it was a good addiction. Because listen, health is wealth. You know, you're going through stuff, at least you know that, wow, I can always get to the gym. You know, Rockwood did this too. And actually, if you heard about his testimony, it was like, wow, he needed to get the bread up. You know what I'm saying? Enough income wasn't coming in the house, but his father always showed him how to work out. He went to the gym. He said, wow, I'm in school. How am I going to be able to do this? I got to help moms out. And, you know, whatever was going on was going on. More money needed to be generated. Oh, yeah, Michael just hit me up. Yo, that's my man Mike. He just hit me up, too. I got to hit him back. Told him I gave him a shout out. Yeah, my brother Michael, like I said, he had a brother named Anthony in Glen Boyd, and he still do calisthenics, so look forward. I'm going to try to get him on a stream because he don't live too far from me. And he got some great exercise movements. Diet is on point, you know what I'm saying? He don't be cheating like me with the diet. Self-control. Control what goes in. Okay? And remember, the kingdom of God is within you. All right? When the challenges come, remember the rewards of you taking action. Okay, so I'm excited because I see my kicks picking up. I went over my mobility last night before I got here. So it's just making me want to move more. I did a lot of workouts on Sunday. I did about 3 on Sunday, short workouts. Right now, what I'm doing is, we got our own dojo in Pennsylvania. Me personally, I want my own. So right now, I've been doing it offline. But I still go to other places. And I also have another dojo that's an assistant dojo. You know, we family, so I could always go over there. I also got my other family that did the sniper fight in the workshop, so that dojo, I feel like is our dojo. So, yeah. He just actually hit me up about an hour ago, but I wanted to talk with y'all. And that dojo's in Manhattan area. You know, I go down there to shop, keep my sword sharp. You know, shopping with the training, and awesome training. For those who want to compete or they want their students to compete better. Yes, and this other brother trained with some legends. So just a little bit of information he gave me, and I wasn't even in tip-top shape, but I was coming to the gym over here, you know. And the little bit of information he gave me in a little time, listen, my boys was like, yo, that sniper training kicking in. Yo, did you see that kick you just did? I said, nah, I just was, you know, flowing. And he would say, you just boom, and then you did a jump, boom, whatever, and it just came out because it's like, at the end of the day, nobody want to get hit. But sometimes you can learn from getting hit, and you learn how to get hit less. But all the years, like I said, when you understand muscle movement and you doing poquito instead of not doing anything, then you start to see, oh, wow, me joining the gym helped. I went in there, did my cardio for 15 to 30 minutes. Now I did my breathing, so now when I spar, my muscles is ready. And when I'm telling you, preparation, that word came in my system before I went live. Preparation. When you prepare, whether it be visualization or you doing your flexibility, you're running, all that stuff come together. So when you have to spar, it's going to come out. When you have to defend yourself, of course you want to use this first. But if you need these, it's going to be ready. So I encourage you guys, stay on it. Okay? And yes, I'm going to be getting my own personal dojo as well. Yes, I need to do that. Why? Because I never had one. I always trained in recreation centers, gyms, because I wanted to avoid paying. I'm keeping it a buck with you. You know, trying to make money. I pay for my certification as a trainer, personal trainer, fitness trainer, various places. And my thing was I got to make money. And I thought that that was helping. But now I have a new mindset. And I encourage anybody who's going to teach or know somebody who needs to teach and make good money doing it versus just settling. Then we need to talk because we're working on helping more instructors too. And like right now, I like doing the online stuff. So, but I do know it's important to have a place that you can go in, and I want to be able to experience that. So that's why I just been working a lot harder on the content, and also getting more than one income stream. You know, so go along with the process, and it encouraged me that I can encourage other people like yourself, for anybody who's influencers that have more than one income, because I have my share of just settling for one. You know what I'm saying? Settling for one and all that other stuff that connect to it. You know? Karate rules, yeah. When you're in karate, you know, you got to do as the Romans do. But for the most part, when you're on the street, before I did karate, the only thing I was doing calisthenics before I really started learning more of the foundation of the first system. So when you know the street boxing flow like I got, listen, I just had to go toe to toe, blow for blow, and let it come out. Could you say, express yourself? Remember that song? Well, if you listen to Bruce Lee, honestly express yourself. And I definitely had to be honest about that. And just get that street fighting style in. You know? But the calisthenics, it helped. The mindset that we was getting in helped. You know, we had a song that we used to sing, and we also had a paper on life is this, life is a song, sing it. Life is a challenge, overcome it. Life is a gift, accept it. You know what I'm saying? And all these other things. If you ever heard of that paper. Most importantly, believe so that you can receive more. Believe in the divine power in you so that you can receive more. Yeah. Kingdom of the God is within you. So you got to believe and you're going to receive more. All right? Thank y'all for allowing me to share. Like I said, if you need some more stretches and exercises, hit me up, Master Ty 29. I'm on IG all day, every day. We also doing got a few free gifts that we're giving out. If you can send me a message on IG, I'll make sure that I get your email to send you the Warrior Mindset ebook. And I got some other free goodies too for you. All right? Appreciate y'all for coming in, sharing your styles, your training, you know. And remember, on the street, it ain't no rules. So yeah, you could use that if you're into point karate. But on the street, there ain't no rules. Now, I've been in the I've been in the, continuous contact. Continuous contact, for those who don't know, is where you constantly going. They're not saying stop. You know what I mean? Like you walking across the street. Continuous contact mean, and I've did a few of those. No, we just keep going. Let's go. And then after it is, unless somebody fall out the ring or something, but most of the time, they just let you go. And they seeing who is doing and who's dominating. And then they'll let you know who's the winner. So that is very similar, if you ask me, to like a real deal scenario where ain't nobody breaking us up. Let's go. Kimbo Slice style, you know? But then if you also know how we train, sometimes me and my crew would also put on equipment and we said, let's go. Full contact, let's go. You know what I mean? Because it was all about that hardcore training, extreme training. That's how we was first taught. Go extreme. You know? When you get on a street fight, like I said, it ain't no rules. He trying to take your face off. You better be ready to take his off, you know? So looking at that channel that you have around you. Make them believe in the self, no religion or creed or other things, but keep believing in the youth of today and form them to be good people. A sense for a child, for real, yeah. that trains hard is a second. Yeah, definitely we do that, you know? That's what we do. We teach them about giant, which is an acronym for growing is a noble thing, and to think like a giant. So that's what me and my team does. I was just telling you a little bit of my history. Like I said, it's hard out there. And sometimes you got bullies out there, and I had my share, and I had my share of doing it too when I didn't know. And then I had to turn that around and help somebody else who might be going through it, who's a victim. So yeah, you're right. Totally. Yeah. Spirit versus the flesh. Facts. Yep. So that's why we got to keep passing them tests. And then, help somebody else. So definitely. And it all starts with that respect that we talked about earlier. And that righteousness, that holiness. So listen, y'all stay blessed. Let me get ready to eat something. I got to go train a class. What's today? Wednesday? No, today's Tuesday. And then I'm going to maybe do one more class. And then I'm going to be sending y'all some content. Setting up some more content. So y'all stay blessed. I thank y'all for coming in. Don't forget Master TYE29 on IG. So I can send you some free stuff, all right? Stay blessed, no stress. I thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for all your thoughts, comments. And like I said, if you need some help, whether it's being an influencer, content creation, getting your muscles up. I'm also talking with a lot of my brothers and sisters too, so we can start doing some interviews. The other day didn't go through here, so I'm just have to do that divine pop-up so you can see them face to face, because this other thing didn't work when we tried to connect it, and they was at another location. So look forward to that situation, all right? And thank you for hitting that like button. Yeah, facts. If there was more of you, then that sound in the background would not be necessary. Okay. Yes, sir. We're going to be getting them mics. We definitely going to be getting them mics, okay? I'm actually going to order one, because the one that I used to have, I don't know where I put it. I might have lent it to somebody and didn't get it back. So we're working on that. Yo, brother, have you been? Yeah, a few, bro. Come on. This I got popular on my block. I had to deal with a lot of bullies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts. Come on. Even when I was first studying my first martial arts system, for the most part, we was doing a lot of calisthenics. And until I understood everything I know now about doing forms and all that stuff, it was just like, yo, I feel good off the calisthenics, and we was learning a few kicks way before the forms. And like I said, just that little basic conditioning, extreme, but knowing how to develop self-discipline, stay consistent with the workouts, whatever came out my hand, it was coming like a plan. You know what I'm saying? No, I respect you. Come on, this is all about us. Yeah. And like I said, I ain't let it get to my head. But yeah, I had more than enough street fights. But this last one that I had, I could have did a lot better. So it just taught me, you gotta step your game up. This ain't sports. This ain't a boxing fight or a point karate fight. You got 5 guys coming at you now. So now you gotta step your game up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I survived, and that's only by the grace of God. Like I said, the conditioning wasn't where it needed to be. I'm over here doing my senior classes, but that's not how I really train. I needed more. So what I tell you, I was stressed out. I was in a relationship I wasn't supposed to be in. I wasn't doing my conditioning right, because sometimes when you're not in alignment, it affects so many other areas of your life, from your money to your mindset. Now you're not doing your sets like you used to. So to make a long story short, I got in a situation. I was trying to help a female. She was dealing with like 5 guys. She was dealing with one guy who was trying to come at her. Now his man's is running out. I didn't even know they was over there with him. I'm trying to just say, yo, brother, that's a female, whatever. Anyway, the moral of the story, 4 of them, 5 of them jumped out once me and him started to get into it. So now I'm dealing with 4 or 5 guys at one time. And like I said, to make the long story short, when the guy tried to grab a scooter and take my freaking head off. And then I went from the sports thinking and triggers to self-defense triggers. Now I'm trying to hit the throat. I'm trying to deal with his eyes. The first time it was just kickboxing mode. That's not enough. You got to be strategic. When you got 4 or 5 people coming at you, and like I said, keep that armor on you. That spiritual armor helped me get through that situation. You know what I mean? Because like I said, my conditioning was, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I encourage people to keep your armor on. Stay in a good relationship. Somebody who loves you. Somebody who you gonna love. Yeah. That go both ways, from the males to the females, females to the males. Wait on God. You know what I'm saying? If they not ready to put a ring on it, but they just want to put that thing upon it, nah. Sometimes you just gotta wait. Please, yeah. That's what I be saying. Please, like Jane Brown. Listen, I'm just trying to tell you, sometimes casual sex is not all that it's meant to be. If a person don't want longevity, why waste your time and your energy when you could be producing for your business? You know what I'm saying? Versus you just got the mentality that you get something free. You're getting something free. You know what I mean? And I'm not telling you how to move. I'm just saying when you get wiser, you move better. That's all I'm saying. Oh, 5 jumps? I got you next time. We just finished doing our kicks. Yes. We just did some jumping, some kicks. We just did some kicks, some stretches and all that. I'm gonna do my cardio now because I gotta head to a class. So I'm gonna jack my way right over to that class. I might tune in from the class so I can get those jumping jacks for you. All right? But I gotta knock out something over here real quick. Listen, stay blessed, y'all. No stress. Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate it. It helps. But the more importantly, don't forget, God is there to help you. Whatever you're going through or you desire more of. Continue to pray. Seek God. Ask, seek, and knock at the door. And that's how you get more. Salute to that mind. Salute that mind. Thank you for saying that. Yes. Humanity needs all of us. And that's why I'm doing what I do. And before I go, let me tell you why. Because I was at a tournament. And I was focused more on myself. Oh, I like getting trophies. I'm in Pennsylvania. I came out of there. Even though I went back again and I was going for defending my grand championship. I remember going to a tournament. And my brothers and sisters, shout out to Matt Trim and the team. And I remember going there. I competed. I won. And finally, I said, that's it. And it would just get easier to be able to do tournaments, the ones that I was going to, and get used to the mechanics of being able to win. And I said to myself, there's got to be more than this. I'm just here for tournaments and getting trophies. You know what I'm saying? See you later, champ. And that's when I just said, Father, I need to do something else with this. You got to show me. Because maybe somebody also needs to maybe learn how to do this to defend themselves or something else. And just help me figure it out. And that's when finally it kept coming to me. Faith with fitness. Teach them about the faith. Mindset. Stress management. Keep your health strong. So you can live long. And it started coming clearer and clearer. And every time I try to put it down and don't do what I need to do, I always got a spiritual reminder. Stay in the race. You're going to go through some challenge, but keep on going. Keep on sharing. People need to know your story, and they got their own story they got to tell too. So that's why I'm here, y'all. All right? Salute! Oh, somebody, child is in the school. Probably mommy leaving. Mommy might be leaving or might have did something and mommy said, come in. The Bible says span out the rod. Might have hit that booty real quick. You know what I'm saying? What? Praise God. Sometimes we need that little spank on the butt. You know what I mean? I know it helped me a lot. My mother used to come to school, tear me up in front of all the students. And then I said, "Oh, you ain't embarrassing me no more, Mom." And I would make sure I'd never do that again. So she come in and embarrass me again in front of all my friends because I didn't know how to act, or I was dealing with the bullies, which she probably didn't even know. I don't remember telling her that the bullies was the problem, but that was one of the problems. Aside from some other ones, I wanted the money like all the other students had. They coming to school fresh to death. And I was going with my personal stuff. Then I got peer pressure from my friends. Let's cut school. Let's go smoke a blunt. Let's go do all of this stuff. And now I got red on my report card. You know what I'm saying? But that knowledge started kicking in. God said, you better get them grades right. There's mommy going to be on your butt, right? So I had to figure it out. Just like when I got to high school, same thing. Grades was going down. I said, let me stop messing around. It don't make no sense to be doing martial arts, and I'm not doing what I got to be doing here in school. And then I got these freshmen passing me. That don't make no sense. So, love you guys too. Take care of you, all right? And don't forget, you got God in you, okay? All right, let me get over here, y'all. Stay blessed, because I talk too much. All right? Stay blessed, no stress. Thank you for your comments. All right. Oh, I just seen the last comment. Oh, you know what? One of the first keys to doing that is admitting. I had some people in my family also was into Narcotics Anonymous. Yeah. I mean, listen. That's the most important thing we can do is keep it real with people. I have family who still got struggles in that. But what I'm trying to say in so many words is, the first step is being honest with yourself. I need help. Sharing it with somebody else who's a believer too, help you. And as long as they loving you and they telling you what you could do to get through it, that's the people who you need to talk to. Versus talk to somebody who's gonna hit you over the head with the Bible with it. So first step is be honest with self. I need to let this go because I want my liver right. If you drink it. I need to let this go because I want my focus right. I don't want to be in a tournament. Like one day I went to a tournament. I was high to the sky the night before I was smoking. I went to the tournament, and this is before they came out with all the BS weed now they got. I went to the tournament, and guess what happened? I lost all focus. I'm acting like it was the asthma. It wasn't the asthma. It was the freaking weed. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here acting like I got asthma. That's why I forgot the form and whatever else happened. It was the night before. I was still addicted. So what I'm trying to say is be honest with yourself. Keep the prayers up because now, even right now, I want to go get a coffee, to be honest. But I give God the glory to know that the taste is there, but the other taste out of my mouth is there even more. So I could go in there and say, just give me a tea. You know what I'm saying? With one sugar. And know that I did the best thing to curb that appetite. If it's cigarettes, I learned that all you got to do instead of smoking 20, let me smoke 19. Let me smoke 18 tomorrow. You know what I mean? Next week, 17, whatever. How you going to do it? But when you do it like that, sometimes it's easier, depending on where you at with it. And like I said, once God take it out your mouth, it might happen even instantaneously. I've heard people that said, yo, once I got that, I went to my refrigerator and everything that I knew was slowing me down, I didn't give it to nobody else. I threw it out. At first, one part of me said, man, you should have donated that to somebody. But then another part of me saying it was garbage anyway. So we got to remember that idea, garbage in, garbage out, so that we can get more out of this while we still here. Many people didn't get a shot. Oh, I didn't get a chance to get delivered from that. You still got time. You know what I mean? No judgment. Nobody can judge you. But you still got time to get yourself together. Yeah. I don't know if you heard that song. To get that thing together, right? So listen, that's what we're about, showing people how to do it. Whether it was fear, whether it's the bud, the new bud, the old bud, they got both mixed together. Get it together, because my father personally didn't have time. He ran out of time. He ran out of time. Somebody laced something up with something he was smoking. You know what I mean? And I miss him. So now I got to deal with grief issues. I just lost my mom. So I lost too. My mom just passed recently, about 8 to 9 months ago. So I had to know how to deal with grieving. mom and dad, that is something I needed a whole lot of prayer to get over. And I'm still getting better, you know. But I do certain things to get over that, So, and this is part of it, being able to share with you guys, I appreciate y'all, because listen, I might act like I got it all together, but like I said, if you never lost your mom or your dad, nobody can tell you how to grieve, you know what I'm saying? And this is why you got to stay prayed up, because I'm telling you, that arm is real. I wouldn't have not been on here talking to you today, because, just because. That's all I need to say about that, But God, like I said, give you that strength to overcome anything. Listen, make sure you hit me up if you're on Instagram, MasterTod29, so we can talk some more personally, Need a prayer? We also take prayer requests. You can send it to me. Me and my team, this is what we do. Mom's helped me. When she was here, she prayed for me. She told me personally, yo, you walking down the road, you in the wrong relationship. You better get out of there. What you need to get your face on that water, understand that's not where you need to be. And kept it real with me. And I just gotta say, it's not every man, it's not every woman. Some people are faithful, but some people also need some deliverance from certain things. And I can't put it on her because I get to beam on my own eye. I struggled with anger issues for a minute because of all them traumas, experiences, that I had to overcome. Some was in school, some was out of school, you know what I mean? Some with police, Yeah. So the main thing is that, listen, God is faithful. Whatever you need to be delivered from, He got you. And you'll understand more about you when people sometimes dealing with stuff and how to give solutions, Oh, Instagram is Master TYE29. Okay? Master TYE29. Okay? And thank you for your great comments. Mama's in a better place. She was dealing with Lou Gehrig's. If you don't know what that is, that's everything that I try to teach you guys about the muscles, it goes in the opposite direction. Lou Gehrig, that's just the best way I can tell you about Lou Gehrig's. And for the most part, they have different levels of it, stages of it, but for the most part she got over it. She got more time than they said she was going to get, So, I'm blessed that, she got through it and I had more time to spend with her. Because they said she was only going to get 2 months, and that turned into about 1.5 to 2 years. But I seen everything was declining, but I also started to see also them days where everything was shining, So just thank God, like I said, you learn from these experiences versus just say, okay, when it's time, because nobody want to go through this and that, but we got to learn how to fight back. And that's what I learned. Out of all the situations I saw and been through, fight back. How you going to do that? There's only certain things you can fight back with your fists. The other thing is this. You fight back with the spirit. You fight back with your mind. Yeah. And this is how you'll be able to overcome. Yes, you can. That's definitely right. Yes, you can. And I ain't got my glasses on. They're coming out so small. You will make so many children, and we can't lose the faith. That's what this whole thing is about, And listen, we need each other, because sometimes some of the youth, you can't tell me nothing, Listen, that we got to bring back that relationship with the elders and the youth, because y'all got stuff y'all can teach us, and vice versa. You know what I mean? And we all live in this world and standing in unity versus, nah, you can't tell me nothing. You ain't got pockets like me. Yeah, I might not, but working on it. And maybe you could teach me something on it, But we can't have that disrespect. Like you said, go back to that respect. And also understanding that, listen, that person may have some experiences that you didn't have and can help you, So I let them know, listen, put half of that on there and try it like this. He did it. He could barely do it. That's the good form. That's how your form supposed to be. And then once he realized that what I was saying, was on point, then he started to, okay, keep it at that. I said, no, come on back. I'll put a little less weight on it. No, I'm good. Okay, well, at least you know not to do what you did the first time, because I don't want to see your back hurt. Then we got to call the hospital. And I'll tell you, I hurt my back too trying to do that. So with knowledge is power, y'all. Training certifications and all that. And I hurt my back. Walking like a baby. You know what I'm saying? Mom said, you were supposed to be in there training me. And you hurt yourself trying to show off. Mama give it to you raw, you know what I'm saying? So listen, thank y'all, yeah. Keeping it real with you. Mama give it to you raw. You trying to show off and you hurt yourself. I was doing this one where you pull it down, the weight down. I added more. I'm pulling down. I said, oh, this is cool. I ain't got to go up. But I'm pulling down, working it. And that was my first time using it. And then I think I was using some other stuff too, and my form was off. So just like you could get hurt, not keeping yourself in alignment too with the mind and the spirit. So it go both ways. I'm happy Skull here. Me too. Because I don't know when people are going to come through. I'm learning more about this algorithm and all that there too. So I'm grateful and thankful to speak to you. What's up, my brother? I'm grateful and thankful to talk with you, And keep on pressing. Listen, because you got the blessing in you. Just keep on pressing because you're a fighter. You're a warrior. You're blessed and unstoppable. And we're going to talk some more on the IG, okay? Master TYE29. Okay? And thank you so much for everybody putting your great comments and questions, And I'm going to get ready to go with the flow. Stay blessed and unstoppable, y'all.